guys, welcome back to the channel. Quick disclaimers as always, these are general, they may not resonate, there's no time date on them, and of course always use your own intuition at the end of the day. Even if what I'm saying resonates, always follow what you think is right first. So let's get started for Aries for this Monday midday. So whale, okay, I did not expect that for you guys at all. Let me move the camera back a little actually. So, wow, this week I feel like a lot of stuff is coming up, you know? The whale card talks about really deep emotions, and in this case I am getting sort of, you know, it feels like you've been pushing them down because when a whale breaches the surface, you know, even though the whale is making such tiny movements in their eyes, to everyone else around it, it's so much force and so much energy being brought up, right? Even just the waves a whale makes is so different from the waves a fish makes. So I think this week it's a lot of movement for you, but it's heavy movement. You're not doing a lot, but it feels like a lot, you know? It might be taking a lot of energy for you to just get by this week, because it feels like there's a lot of stuff coming up emotionally, especially because we have the water card here, right? It could just be, you know, you've been getting about your day-to-day, and now I'm kind of seeing like a Swiss ball, you know, when you like hold, or like a flutterboard. I think I used this reference last week for one of the readings, wherein you push it under and you hold it under for so long, and the second you let it go, the flutterboard like comes up and like uppercuts you in the face. It's kind of that. It's like the more you sort of repress your emotions, the more you push them down, the stronger they come back and hit, right? So I feel like that's sort of the vibe this week, which is a little rough, Aries, but you know, your planet Mars, it's in Aries right now, and it's in retrograde, so that could explain a lot of the turbulence, I guess you could say, that's been happening recently. So cool, crocodile. So this is the person, place, or situation you're dealing with, and I do want to say this is like a good friend, or it could be a lover or a parent. It's someone who, they're very patient with you, and that is so important for Aries people, or at least from my experience. Aries people really need someone who's going to be patient with them, because Aries are so spontaneous, you know? You guys are very go, 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 and you guys can be very fast paced. And patience is something Aries struggles with, you know? So it's really grounding for you guys to have someone who's patient and who can really hold down the fort, if that makes sense. And I think this week, this person, the crocodile, you know, I like how you're both coming across as heavyweights, right? Like, these are two creatures. They're both in the water element, and they're both some of the biggest creatures in their ecosystems. And for me, when I'm doing a reading and I get two cards like this that are sort of on the same level, I feel as though it really complements each other, right? Whoever this person is, you guys really complement each other. And they are a stable force in your life, you know? They are someone who, cool, calm, and collected, right? So while you're going through all these emotions that are coming up, or, I mean, I could say it's not emotions, but with the whale card, I feel like it always is. I've never really read it differently, and nothing else is coming out for me. It's just emotions, and I'm just getting the movement of it, right? It's coming out, almost like a volcano. And I think this person this week is going to be very, very supportive of you, and they're almost going to be keeping it cool, as if, for example, it seems like you're going to be, you know, turbulent this week. You could live with them or see them a lot. It's just something, they're just in your space a lot, is the way to describe it. You have to sort of interact with this person. And if you're ever getting, you know, if you get too heated, because you are an Aries, right? All fire signs can get a little hot-headed sometimes. It's like, go talk to this person, because this person is open and they're willing to listen. And not only willing, they want to, you know, they want to be there for you. They want to support you through this, whatever you're going through, whatever emotions are coming up right now. You know, this person really, they're just patiently waiting. You know, that's the cutest thing. They're patiently waiting for you to open up or swim towards them. So let's see the sort of subconscious of the situation. Rabbit, okay. So I think you could just be nervous, Aries. You know, you don't want to open up to this person, or you don't, not necessarily don't want to, it just might be very difficult for you to open up to someone. It's not easy for you to express how you're feeling in, you know, when your emotions are like this, when you've repressed them and all of a sudden they come up. It's hard for you to sort of put it into words, right? That's what I'm getting from this. And yeah, I think where this is heading is Peacock. So this card, you know, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Everything has duality. But this time I am seeing grace, you know? Whatever you're going to learn this week with regards to handling your emotions, it is teaching you a lot of grace. It's teaching you, you know, beauty comes from the inside, not the outside. Despite what society tries to condition us to believe, beauty isn't surface, right? And I think this week what you're really going to be learning is how to handle these deep emotions, because these are deep, you know, these are ocean deep. You got the whale card. These are very strong, these are very powerful. You don't need to move a lot for it to feel like a lot. That's the imagery that's coming through. And I think this week, this patient person in your life, this sort of anchor, if you will, they're going to be showing you, I guess, a more, what's the right, I would say like a refined way of dealing with your repressed emotions, you know? Perhaps they're even teaching you how to not repress your emotions. Sort of like a crocodile, the way it swims through the water, you know? It goes with the flow. There's no resistance. Same with whales, you know? I'm not saying that, but it's just because the whale card is sort of one that gets very deeply submerged, right? So let's see. Oh, great. Okay, the center of the situation, cosmic egg and gazelle. So I think what's kind of been happening, just from the cards that have come out, you could be letting go of someone, and this could be why so many emotions are coming up, especially if you haven't, you know, if this is someone that you had to let go of a long time ago, or it's someone you're letting go of now. The time, yes, time heals, but not if you don't do anything with it, not if you, as the whale card, you know, is sort of one of the lessons of it is to not repress your emotions so deeply, because repressed emotions, they end up manifesting into our conscious field, right? Even though we can push them into our subconscious is what inherently manifests, right? Whether we want it to or not, whether we're aware of it or not, it's going to show up, it's going to come up. And I'm really glad Cosmic Egg came out, because I feel like this is a huge learning lesson for you of, as I said earlier, it's this kind of grace that's surrounding you, Aries. You're learning how to let go gracefully, especially with the Gazelle card coming up. It talks about the setting sun, right? You can see the sun is setting in the background, and the Gazelle is just, you know, it has such calm eyes. It's so peaceful. It's very accepting of this ending. And the crocodile card, you know, they're here to help you, this person. They want you to lean on them, you know? I'm almost hearing the Bill Withers song where it's like, lean on me when you're not strong. Like, that's such a bop. But yeah, this person's literally just there for you. And I think you can learn a lot from them with regards to how to keep a cool head during emotional turbulence, right? Or emotional upheaval, if that's, you know, a better way of describing it. They're really teaching you how to cool your waters down, how to stay sort of, you know, on the surface but still be submerged, right? This week you're like a whale breaching. You know, you're about to do a giant whale jive. If you haven't seen those, they're gorgeous. I used to live in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and I am so upset that I never got to see a whale breach, but if you have the opportunity, I really recommend it because it's just gorgeous, especially if you look up some YouTube videos. It's so freeing, and I think that's what you're heading towards this week. You know, emotional liberation of some sort. As I said, there's this grace about you. There's this sense of really owning your emotions, dealing with it in a healthy way, and not being completely, you know, taken under by them, and not having to repress anymore, you know, letting go of stuff that you've really, I want to say you've been holding it really tight, you know, keeping your cards very close to your chest. It's like, even as the reader, it just, I almost feel like my stomach is turning, you know? It's that feeling of, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Especially with Rabbit card being the subconscious of the situation, just the fast tapping foot, you know? It probably is very overwhelming for you to have this happen. And I am being drawn, the way the cards are laid out, the gazelle is on top of the cosmic egg, and it says, I see. So you might want to look at your IC in your birth chart, and that would be, I believe it's your 4th house, which is the house of family. So perhaps it is, you know, a family situation or a friend situation, something, as I said, it's very close to your heart. Whatever emotions are coming up, it's something that, yeah, you've really been holding on to it. You've really not been letting people in, really, is what I'm hearing. But this week it's all coming out, and you have a beautiful support system waiting for you, you know, that's the best part. So I think I'm going to end the reading there. Thank you so much for watching, Aries. I hope you guys have a phenomenal week, and I will see you guys next week for the videos. Bye!